Coming to you live from the mouth of the well, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Christian.
And we are delving today, Christian.
I love to delve.
Yes, with Kinfire Delve specifically.
Yeah.
This is a card game. My understanding, actually, I have not played Kinfire Chronicles, which is an elaborate campaign-based dungeon crawler, but this is Incredible Dreams card game spin-off of it. It's a card game dungeon crawler.
It's a dungeon in a box.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've taught it to you off camera. I've played it myself. I'm really enjoying it so far. And we got sent this copy by Incredible Dream. So thank you for that. And we're here to play Callous Lab, which, as of the time we're recording this, is the brand new box in the series.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so each box adds some new characters that can be mixed and matched with the scenarios, and we're playing the characters from this box as well as the lab.
Yeah,
the titular.
The lab is
Callous
also,
Lab.
in a way, Callous Lab is a character in the game.
I mean, Callous is a character.
That's true. He is. He's a guy. He's right there.
But you're right that the lab itself is most of what's in the box.
Yes.
Want to tell us about your character, or at least his name? I guess we haven't played with these characters before, so we don't know too much.
I am Roland Wordforger. I appear to be some sort of. I'd say this guy has the vibe of a dwarf who wears a utilikilt. He's got like bandoliers and a vest. He's a true friend. And every time I boost with his signature icon, which appears to be like a hand, the boosted seeker may draw a card. So I've got like card draw built into my boosts, which seems really good.
Oh, that does seem good. Yeah. All right. Well, I am Valora Helmsman, the Guardian from afar, and it is a little ironic to me that she's packaged with the true friend, because glancing through her cards, she is very much a lone wolf.
Yeah, 100%.
She has cards that don't.
And I just keep chasing after you, being like, "No, we're friends."
Yeah. So the loner and the best friend working together here. So I can add progress to other challenges than the one I'm attempting when I play the bow and arrow
sniper.
Symbol. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's representing ranged or like tracking kind of thing, which is also something. The flavor of my cards are also along those lines too. So in Kinfire Delve, we are ultimately trying to get to the bottom of this dungeon. Kind of regardless of what the dungeon is, in this case a lab, it is known in this world as a well, and that's where magic's real. Yeah. Some of the normal laws of physics and things don't apply here.
Horrible stuff happens.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
We're trying to delve to the bottom by earning, mostly as rewards, the ability to discard cards from this deck, and also completing some of the challenges within as we go. To get down to the bottom, meet Callous, themself.
Yeah, it's him.
At the bottom, and complete a boss fight there. In the meantime, Callous, seeking a cure, has 10 progress tokens on him to start the game on this. This is the backside of the boss fight card. If it's removed from him before we reach the bottom of the well, we lose.
Sure. And I've got great news about that, but first, how do you feel about liking and subscribing?
Wow, you always keep me honest. Thank you, Christian. I think
that's why you invite me on so often.
I think it's great when our viewers like and subscribe. And it's really the only way you can help the channel out and help us grow. We don't have a Patreon or any plans to do so.
How many likes does it take for us to delve to the bottom of your YouTube channel and then we get to finally beat the boss? Quite a few.
I don't think anyone's ever beaten the boss of YouTube. Maybe like Mr. Beast.
Maybe, yeah. He is the boss. Yes, Mr. Beast's well. It's a show he's starting right now.
It's gonna take a lot of likes to get us there. So please get started. Yeah.
And speaking of delving to the bottom of the well, I believe my take on this, tell me if you disagree, 2 of our challenges that have appeared say remove a progress from Callous. So I think we just start with 8.
Oh, shoot. When they enter play, I didn't realize that
2
was
of them
part
are
of the
when they enter
setup.
play.
I guess so.
Doot.
Yeah, these 2 husks, which are identical to each other other than they are different colors and have different art.
Yeah.
But this one is asking, how many ants would you crush to stay alive?
That's a great question. And with each sacrifice, I grow closer to a cure. So I believe Callous, based on the art, is sick with some sort of crystal sickness and is trying to come up with a cure for himself.
Yeah, and I think
it's poisoning the
I think the key is like he's finding a cure at any cost.
Yeah, at any cost.
Sort of vibe, right?
But it's worth noting this gravesite obstacle lets us add 2 progress back to Callous.
Yes.
So that increases the timer.
It says if discarded, lose the game. Okay, so look out for anything that like discards other challenges.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we don't discard that one. And then we also have this one is if failed, remove a progress from Callous plus an extra for each each husk in place. That's 3.
Shoot,
so we should beat the extraction room immediately.
Yeah, and when we complete it, we add progress to Callous also.
Yeah.
So,
One thing I like from the teach in this game is that this is very abstracted mechanics in terms of, like we've got like 3 colors and 4 suits of challenges that we're going up against, but they all interact very differently with the cards that we have in our hands. So, let's go.
Why don't you want to start us off?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. That extraction room is terrifying.
Yeah.
So I think.
Well, and it's an obstacle, okay, because sometimes that matters for boosts.
It does. My boosts aren't super obstacle oriented. I guess this one kind of is, but it's not relevant. So I'm gonna do this just because it seems like a good play. I'm gonna go hot blooded, which is the right color. It's a green diamond, so it's 4 progress. And after this action, I may either flip the lantern or lose an exhaustion by shuffling discard back into your deck. I have no discard pile. I know.
Wow.
I think that it will make it harder to know what is coming in your deck. I think that's the thing with it.
I would speculate, and we're playing this pretty blindly. Yeah. We haven't really looked at these characters. I would speculate that he recurs cards from his discard pile and stuff. And so this gives that up.
But it doesn't fire.
A great first turn of the game.
Empty, yeah. So I'm going to flip my lantern.
I think after this action actually means at the end of this whole
I'm not
turn.
going to flip my lantern. Nope. So we got 4. Can you give me any boosts?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this splatter arrow that doesn't like when it gets boosted. Yeah. So I will throw that in for a +2.
So all we need now is
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8.
Yeah.
That seems decent.
The dice roll an average of 1.5. So we still do need to roll well.
On the cusp.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm just going to roll
You're just going to do it.
So every challenge we roll 4 dice.
I mean, I guess here's the other thing I could do is I can, and sorry, I taught you off camera. I'm not sure I specified this. You may boost, your ally may boost with up to 2 cards.
Okay.
So I could add another boost. It's burning a lot of cards in my hand, but the failure here, remove 1 progress, 3 progress, because there's 2 husks in play.
I would really like you to
think
boost.
I should do that?
Yeah.
All right. I will also put in Calm Diplomat, so I'm boosting for a total of 4 now.
So now we're good.
Yeah.
So might,
unless the dice matter for any other reason we see, I think we can just skip rolling it.
Yeah, I'm doing it just because I like the theme.
You did roll 2, so
I
maybe
did
we
roll
would have been okay.
Yeah, well, now that's why you roll, so you feel bad about the decision.
Exactly. Yeah.
For the viewers who haven't been taught, each of these icons gives us 1 progress towards it as long as it matches. So this diamond counts, and this white light is wild.
Exactly.
So we ended up with 8 plus 2 from the dice is 10.
Yep.
Enough to do it.
So we've completed it. We will put this aside into a completed discard pile.
But if completed, delve 3, which is mill 3 off the deck.
1, 2,
and
3.
add 2 progress to Callous.
Yeah, back up to 10.
And we get a new room.
Yes, we do. Okay. Inky Morass. And don't forget, you're after your action.
My lantern is prepared.
All right, the Inky Morass is a trap. You know it's going to be tough when the reward is to delve 5.
Yeah.
It says, when you attempt this challenge, you must first discard a card.
Yuck.
Okay, so we really don't want to have to do 2 attempts on this.
Good thing I got so much drop. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, it's over to me. And I now have 5 cards in my hand. That's really the wrinkle. I think where most of the interesting decision-making comes in this game is managing your hand, because you do not draw any new cards inherently. And if you do empty your hand, you get a new hand, but you become exhausted, which is a really bad thing. So, that said, I don't have anything in my hand that draws me extra cards.
I'll help you out.
So, that would be great. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm going to retcon slightly. My splatter arrow had an arrow, bow and arrow icon on it. And when I play one of those as an action or boost, I can add a progress to any challenge not currently being attempted. So I have a bunch of red cards. I was probably going to fight the husk. So why don't I do that? Okay. So, yeah, then I think that's exactly what I will do. Oh, wait, that card is bad here. Okay. I'm going to fight the husk, and I will play Solid Shot. So it's a 4 red. 4 red. And we only need 6 because there's 1 progress on it. So I could roll and try to get an above average roll, or a boost.
No, I'm going to boost for this reason. I'm going to discard my hand icon. Okay. Because each time I boost with a hand icon, the boosted seeker, may draw a card.
Thank you. That's huge.
So that gets us 1 boost.
Okay. The boosted part. I was going to say that doesn't match the color, but the boosted part is white, so you're good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so 5. So I just.
Oh wait, no.
roll one
Actually,
to
I'm
complete
sorry.
this.
Oh yes, the boost. This part is white is what matters for
Yes,
the sake.
when you're boosting, you're only looking at this colored strip at the bottom, and so as far as when you play an icon stuff, you're also looking for whether it is there. But in this case, you're good. So,
Yes.
Love that card draw. Thank you. And now we're at 4, 5. I need to roll 1 to succeed here. Wow, and I did it. That's 3. So plenty to defeat the husk. We
Splat.
delve 3. Well,
Resonant Stone.
ooh, tell us about it.
All other challenges gain -1 difficulty. If you fail any other challenge, fail at an extra time.
Oh gosh.
Horrible. It appears to be some sort of crystalline instrument.
So the flavor text in this game is all quotes, all dialogue.
All quotes, yes.
Yeah. This
no,
is,
curiously, the stones were here before me. They are a mystery.
yeah, it's. I mentioned that they're all dialogue because this thing just starting with no period is a kind of an odd,
Yes.
odd way to start flavor text. But,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Man. I guess this is wacky. This game is wacky. Oh yeah, and here we go. My lantern counts my custom
purity,
icon
fire is cleansing.
in the discard pile. So this is where the discard. That's where it really matters. So I can discard before taking this action. I may discard as many cards as I wish, and then it gets +1 strength per discard per icon on the discard pile. So right now that's 2 plus 5. That's pretty
So
crazy.
you could go for, you could either use that to just knock out the gravesite, right, which
Yeah.
you have exactly, or you're 1 away from the Inky Morass, which is getting -1 from the Resonant Stone.
Yeah, man, 1 away from the Inky Morass. What I could do, this is wacky.
Oh, and you have to discard a card. when you
Yeah,
attempt
so
it.
I think I'm gonna do this just because I think making progress is good.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt the Inky Morass. I'm discarding a card, putting 1 more icon into my discard pile.
Sweet.
My action is I am using
You're using purity,
my purity,
your lantern,
my
yeah.
fire's cleansing lantern, which gives me 5, 6, 7, 8.
And it had -1 difficulty.
and it had
so,
-1
So you're
difficulty.
there. So I don't think the dice
don't think
matter.
we need to
Yeah.
roll.
Did we knock this? We haven't lost health.
We have not lost
Okay,
health.
We
I
should be at
just
10.
Yes. Cool. So Inky Morass is splatted. That is, we delve 5 deeper. 5
Heck
down.
yes. This is going well so far. But now we have the Hungry Chest. When this challenge enters play, move 1 progress from every other card to it.
Which includes Callous.
I guess so.
says
Every other card. Interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
All right. That's okay. We're
So
at
it
9.
makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
All right.
you're
You
up.
need to flip your lantern back
Oh, yes.
face down
Good
since you
night,
did
lantern.
use it. And I am putting my watch into theater mode so it's not popping up texts on camera. Okay. What am I doing? So if you fail a challenge, fail it 1 extra time.
I would like to get rid of that.
Yeah.
God, my hand size is already fucked.
Yeah, I'm struggling already here. The Hungry Chest. Jeez. Hungry Chest is a trap. We have Husk is the only combat. I don't think I can feel very good unless you're going to boost me to hell and back. I don't feel great about passing any of these.
I don't want to boost you right now.
Okay.
I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
So I am just going to. I think let's do this. So I'm gonna end up. I think I'm fighting the husk. I'm gonna get some progress on it, and I'm gonna double fail it.
Yeah.
The stone. I think that's what's going to
I don't
happen.
think that's that bad, actually.
So I will play Acid Arrow. This is 1 green or blue, so I'm using it as green. It says after this action, place 2 extra progress on the challenge you choose for the Guardian from Afar ability. So I'm going to put 3 from my ability after this action.
So 1 onto Husk.
Yeah, 1 plus. You said you don't want to boost at all.
I'm not boosting.
Okay, so just
yeah,
1
just
plus the
roll it.
dice roll. That's another 2. Okay, so 3 total.
3.
And then I fail twice.
You take
so
2
we take
damage.
2 damage. We go from 10 to 8. But now my Guardian from Afar triggers with an extra +2, so I can add 3 progress to any challenge not currently being attempted. I think I'll put it on this Resonant Stone.
I like that. I would like to get that off the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, you know what? No.
I'm not.
This gravesite's also really risky. It says if discarded, lose the game.
And who knows?
And I don't know if something will come up that could force us to discard it. So maybe we want to put 3 on it and then just knock it out easily while it has -1 difficulty.
That actually works with what I was about to do.
Okay, so I think I'll do that.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Love it. I am going to play Stout Build, which is 2 more red.
Okay.
I'm gonna target and I ignore the first damage I suffer this turn. So what's cool is that makes the Resonant Stone not have a fail because I ignore the first damage, and it only doubles other challenges.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attempt the Resonant Stone with Stout Build, 2 damage or 2 progress onto it plus whatever I roll.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure.
Just trying to figure out how to minimize my. Okay, 2.
2, so 4 total.
4.
Yeah.
That's something.
Okay. So now we have some progress on everything, which is funny because I have a card actually that doesn't work against stuff with progress on it. But I guess I'm going to go for finishing off the husk. I'm going to quick shot it. So this is a green card. I'm going against the green husk.
Yep.
This says after this action, if you have any arrow icons left in your hand, which I do, I can return this card from my hand.
That's sick.
So it doesn't spend it. But it is just 2. We need 2 more.
I am not going to
feel like you're boosting?
I'm not boosting.
All right, so it's going to come down to needing a kind of good roll.
Yeah, just do it.
I'll just do it. I only need to roll 1, huh? Because it has -1 difficulty.
Yes.
Okay.
Good catch.
So as long as if I completely whiff, then it's a double penalty.
Yes.
But let's do this. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so the husk is cleared. We delve 3. And after this action, I can return it to my hand.
We get a new challenge, which is a new husk.
Blue husk.
Remove a progress from Callous.
All
What
right.
is a mortal's life worth next to a god's? Callous seems like a dick.
He does. Yeah. I assume that all of these cards aren't Callous quotes though, because it was on the the sludge trap for them that just said like, ew, my feet are sticky. It didn't really sound like his vibe.
No, I think all the husks are what he's saying as he's making the husks. So I've got combat, man. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I think I painted myself into a corner here, but that's life. I'm going to do the Graves, man. So the question I'm trying to face here is I can get a guaranteed hit with a bat with no roll, or I can roll and risk it a little bit. I think I'm going to roll and risk it. I'm going to do Reluctant Veteran on the Resonant Stone because it's not super valuable to us right now, but that double fail is punishing, especially with a new husk out. Like that husk being 6. So that gets us to 6 out of 8.
Or there's 4 on here already, so 7 out of 8.
Sorry, 7 out of 8.
I'm tempted to just throw in a 1 boost.
I don't save your card.
It's a card that I don't love though.
Oh, then do it.
Well, so here's the card. Master Tracker. It's a 0 red that doubles the delving you get as a reward if you win a challenge or a combat with it. But it's a 0.
Yeah.
And also, currently we don't have any red combats,
Yeah.
and we haven't for a little while.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think I just throw it in. I'm just gonna make it a sure thing.
Great, we got it. No roll needed.
Okay, delving 3 as a reward for the stone. This is pretty snappy too. We're like nearly halfway through.
Yeah. I'm nervous about that.
Oh, another resonant stone.
Oh, god damn it.
Great. Okay.
I replaced the resonant stone with a worse.
The same effect is in play.
Great.
These are written though, so that it failed 1 extra time. If these had both been in play, it would be
would've
tripling.
stacked. Yeah.
So
Jesus.
at least that's good.
Okay, you're up.
Oh boy.
I'm running out of cards, man. I don't like it.
Oh well, okay. Let's do this. This feels actually pretty good. I will capture a rune against this blue husk. It says, this ought to hold you for a bit. I'm like shouting.
Casting a spell.
I'm not capturing a rune. It's a capture rune.
That casts a net spell.
Right. So if I fail a combat, I ignore the penalty.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, in this case, I think I would ignore the double penalty.
Yes,
so,
that's what it says.
yeah, so that's 3. You're not boosting?
No.
Okay, then.
Especially with that. Don't worry about it.
Another 2. So 5.
Out of 6.
Out of 6. So almost got there, but I do ignore the penalty. Also, my guardian from afar throws a progress on something else.
Hit that gravesite.
You think, even though we only need a 3 to clear it?
I like making progress on things.
All right. I was thinking maybe the resonant stone to make that more clearable. But
I mean, it's your choice. It's your capture room.
No. You're the bookworm.
I am the bookworm. That's true. Man, gosh. I guess, so the Combat Husk is at 5 out of 6, right?
Right.
I could just hit it. It's a little overkill. Or I could gamble. I'm gambling. I'm going to gamble.
Okay.
I'm going to gamble on the... Man. I'm going to gamble on the Resonant Stone.
Okay,
With my Lucky Beard Comb. Before rolling, discard the top card of your deck. Its value is equal to that of the discarded card's value, plus more.
Plus 2 if it has your icon.
It doesn't. So 2. It's a 2.
Okay.
That was not great.
That was not great. Yeah, I can't... You're doing this as... This is red.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and this is something that I'm not sure I explained to you when I did teach you this, is that you do have to, like, declare one color of your action.
Yeah,
so even if you do a wild or something, and then it can only be boosted by that color.
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah, 2 plus the dice roll. Wow, ooh, great roll. So that's 5 progress?
Yeah, 5 progress. However, we do take a damage.
Yeah.
I got nothing to stop that.
Okay. So we're down to 7.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to take an exhaustion. So.
I can't play either of these, really. Jeez. Yeah, so, like, Quick Shot needs a green card. We don't have any. Trailblazer is a 4 that says -4 if attempting a challenge with progress on it. So all of these are... This is a 0. This Hungry Chest doesn't have a penalty.
Actually, if you hit the Resonant Stone, I can help out, even with that -4.
Oh, okay. So I'm best playing. Well, I don't think I would even play the card if I'm going against this, because you don't have to play a card. You can just go in and roll. So I was looking at the Hungry Chest, which actually doesn't have a consequence, a penalty. So I could also just roll against that.
I think that's fair.
And try to... I mean, there's an argument for also just accepting exhaustion and getting a fresh hand. But I can try to eke out some use of these cards before I have to lose them.
I actually would really like a fresh hand before my hand. And if you... I can't boost unless you play a card, right?
Correct.
So we can hit the Resonant Stone. Okay. I think, based on what you're saying.
Sure. That'll be the plan. So... Now the Starless Knights have returned. Every journey can take you to unexplored territory. Even though this is our second Resonant Stone we've seen. I'm
going to assist with Bookworm, which is white, wild. +1, +3 versus puzzle.
Okay, so this Trailblazer was a 0, but that is 3, so...
Or is the Parens in addition?
Oh,
I think it is on the other ones.
I thought it was instead.
Because, like, on that one, it's +1 arrow
plus
icon.
The arrow. You're right. Okay, I guess it does. It is additive, I guess. So that's a total of +4?
Which is 4 out of our...
Well, even the 3 was enough, actually. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, no need to roll.
That card was just... And now I'm out of cards, but I can draw a new hand. See, that was also... I could not use that anywhere else this turn. Effectively.
Right. Okay.
I would really... This is when I would like to draw.
Nope, that made perfect sense. So we delve 3, and we find... The Meditation Room. It's an obstacle. No abilities on it, just a meditation room. Why do you suppose Callous has one of these, Roland? I'm not sure. To calm anxieties? To still a busy mind? Hard to say.
I think everyone could use a meditation room. I feel like they're making some big assumptions.
I'm not a big meditator.
Well, you just don't have the room for it.
Is that meditator?
Meditator. Oh, wow. I've got some juicy new hands. Wow. Okay.
But you drew a new hand and you got exhausted, so tell us about the exhaustion you've drawn.
I'm drained. Remove 1 progress from Callous, then shuffle this card back into the exhausted deck. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That could be worse.
Definitely could be worse. Yeah, still 7 left. It said, I think it said on there also 5 if at the bottom of the well. Because at that point we're like fighting a big Callous, so 5 progress, that would hurt.
That would be
but okay. Having no like ongoing disabilities sitting in play feels like a win.
Okay. I'm going to do... Okay. Test of Metal, which is 1. However, I can add 1 progress to another... After this action, I get to choose another challenge to make a bunch of progress on for free. I get
1 progress on it for each of the... I don't know what symbol that is.
It's a hand. It's like a hand grabbing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for each hand, and that does not appear to not include this one, because the other one explicitly said that it didn't count it. So that will be... I will make 4 progress somewhere. But right now, it's 1 progress, and I'm applying it to the Combat Husk. Because I don't want to take that exhaustion. Taking 1 damage doesn't seem that bad right now.
Right, and if you just roll 1 here, you succeed at it.
Exactly.
Right?
So I think, unless you have a boost,
I can't boost it. Nope.
Okay, then I'm just going to roll 1.
All right. You got a blue, yeah.
Oof. Close. Okay, Combat Husk, delve 3, please.
Redelved. We are definitely more than halfway through now.
Oh, does this get discarded when we reach the bottom of the well?
It does.
That's why. That's how countdown.
I think I could check that rule.
Here, let me get
the grave site.
That would totally make sense.
Yeah, when you reach the bottom of the well, do you are you discarding them from play? Because it could be like complete them all, right, or something like that. But that's a great question. Meaning we need to make sure we not that it's like it's got 4 progress on it. It's not that scary, but
I would like to know if I should pay attention to it right now in this action that I'm about to take.
Okay, let's see. To reach the Well Master for the final gauntlet, you'll need to make your way through the well deck. If at any point you need to draw a well card to refill the board and there are none left, you've reached the bottom of the well. Remove any remaining cards from play, is what it says. So it doesn't use the word discard.
I would say that we're okay then.
Yeah.
That said,
maybe
this is a freebie. I've got exactly 3.
You're placing 3 progress on something?
Which kills it.
Okay,
let's just delve 2.
Sure. That was the reward is delve 2?
Yep.
Okay, and the new option, I hope it's a green card, because that's my 1 remaining card. Oh, it's an event. Stolen Essence. I wouldn't drink that, Roland. Discard this card and a challenge. If it's a husk, discard your hand and draw a new hand without gaining an exhaustion. Damn, where's a husk when you need it? We would need to... The only way that this works is to... Well, so we can always discard it and another challenge.
Discard this card and a challenge. Getting rid of the Hypnotic Eye seems good.
Oh, I didn't notice the text on this.
You must discard more cards than you have in hand, lose the game, which is unpleasant.
It's always scary to have lose the game things on the table.
And it's an 8 difficulty. Yeah. Discard your hand and draw a new card without... okay, discard a card and a challenge. So I think... Discard this card and a challenge. I think we get rid of Hypnotic hand.
And since I have no hand... Well, so remember, this doesn't just happen unless someone spends their turn triggering it.
Oh, so and it's your turn.
It's my turn. So I do think that because all I have left is a green card that I would love to use before going exhausted for a new hand, so I do think I'll go ahead and do this. Even though it's tempting to hope a husk shows up.
Yeah, but we've hit 3 husks already.
Maybe that's all there is. Yeah. Okay, so use Stolen Essence, and I will discard this card and a challenge. I believe discarded does go to this, so they are like, should we put any back on top, we will see the same things again. But now we're just going to... it's at the end of my turn, so that's it. That was my whole turn. And then we refill this, and it's your turn. Hey, we got a green card.
Ooh,
Closing Gateway. This one says, if you gain any exhaustion, lose the game. And Observer. Wow, that's scary. If that had come up when I had just played my last card,
that would be
you would have had to find a way
scary.
to give me card draws, or else...
So scary. Horrible.
And this Observer, it's not that hard. It's only 6 difficulty, but it has a 6 retreat in the well if each time we fail it, and each time a challenge is failed to discard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start on the Observer. I'm gonna do Meteor Throw. If I fail a combat, discard it without suffering its penalty, which seems pretty good because its bonus sucks and its penalty is horrible.
Yeah.
So I'm doing 3 to it, and don't boost me. I'm just gonna roll.
Sure.
It would be funny if I hit it, but that would also
only
be good.
One progress,
so it doesn't matter. And we discard it without...
You discard it without suffering its penalty. That's great. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Hey, now there's a husk!
Shit.
Damn it!
I could sacrifice cycle closer to a cure. Oh, we've heard that one.
Oh, yeah, they must... Okay, so like the ones that are the same color, I think, have the same art and flavor text.
Okay.
But okay, so we know there's more than just those 3. This also says, when this challenge enters play, remove a progress from Callous.
Yep,
down
he's
to
doing
6.
his research.
All right. Well, that is another thing I can attack, and I think I think I have to go for this Closing Gateway.
Because it's terrifying?
Because after I play this card, I will get an exhaustion on my next turn, meaning that you will need to finish this after I start it, so that we don't lose the game.
Let's do it.
You're able to?
Yeah.
Feel good about that? Okay.
Well, I have my turn as well, correct?
Yes.
Between our 2 turns.
Because it's the start of my next turn, yeah. Okay. All right, well, I will Quick Shot. So this is the one that returns my hand if I have any arrows left in my hand, but I don't in this case. So it's 2.
Would you like me to keep... Actually, yeah, we're going to do this, okay? We're going to boost with Firebolt, which is wild.
Okay.
And you draw a card because of my nonsense.
Ooh, okay. Each time you boost... Oh, yeah, okay.
Great. So that gets us to
that was a good card to draw, too. Okay, so we're at 3.
Yep. And then, hang on, I can boost again.
If we can get up to where I'm going to pass this, that's even better, but...
So what are we up to, 3?
Oh, yeah, drawing a card, so I'm going to discard this to the penalty on this, but that's okay, if that happens.
Well, I can draw you another one.
Sure.
I'm doing that. I'm drawing to another
Actually,
one.
yeah.
2 more.
Okay.
So we're at 5.
5.
Which
All right.
is now technically beatable, and you draw a card, I think, immediately.
Oh,
when
I think that
boost it.
sounds right. Yep. Okay, both of these cards draw more cards, so those
That's
are
good.
actually really good. Yeah. 1 progress. So we had 5 total, so 6 on the closing gateway. So now I do have to discard 1 as the penalty. But now that you gave me 2 cards, I'm not queued up for an exhaustion.
Yeah, that was the
if
main
anything
thing.
goes wrong.
As we were digging into that, I was getting scared.
Let's see. I am going to. Oof. I hate to lose either of these, but it'll be that one. Okay. It's to you. And actually, I have a green too as my 1 remaining card left. So if you leave that for me, that's perfect. Yeah.
Instead, I'm going to do. Gosh, all of this is just very stressful and scary.
It's a stressful game.
Yeah. Hang on. I've got so many of my icons in discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was part of why I did that, was to get more icons.
7? Holy shit.
Which procs a bunch of it procs a whole bunch of nonsense.
And when you draw through your deck, you do shuffle it. So like you will have to get rid of this.
So I'm
going
to do well-timed blow. Ooh. It's 0, no roll, +1 per hand in my discard.
So it's just a flat. Okay.
It's a flat 7.
And I could boost it too, but I don't think I will.
I don't think you will, because I'm going to do it on the combat husk, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
to delve 3, because we don't care. Healing does not seem as useful to me as getting through the deck faster.
Here's the thing: the meditation room has a terrible penalty of
only if
exhaustion.
we fail it. So just don't.
So we just won't fail it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. If husk is your play. All right. So that delves 3. Very nice. Yeah, we're down to a dozen or less cards.
Yeah. I feel like we're doing okay.
There is a failed experiment. A combat failure is the greatest teacher. This challenge cannot be discarded, and each time another challenge is discarded, suffer 2 damage.
Yuck.
Okay.
You're up.
Okay, so I'm just going to finish closing the gateway with Fleet Arrow. It's 2 green. It says after this action, draw 2 cards. 2 is what we need to complete this green, so I don't think there's any reason for you to boost, and also no need to roll. So it's done. We will complete this, which delves 4.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, now we're really getting close. And I will draw 2 cards after this action, and finally we'll refill the slot. Oops, wrong deck. The big deck is the discard pile now.
And the other thing, too, that the failed experiment does trigger, right? Each time another challenge
I don't believe so.
Oh, if it wasn't discarded, it was defeated.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
A new trap, seeking orbs. What are those things? They keep
They're
following
orbs
us
that
around.
follow us, yeah.
I guess so. Each time you fail another challenge and roll this dark symbol, suffer a damage from this challenge.
Yeah. Okay. We're at 7 health, though. I'm not super stressed about that.
Agreed.
Okay,
although you did decide not to heal us.
I did. Well, I could decide to heal us right now. I could do it right this moment.
Okay, let's see it.
How boosty are you right now?
Not very. I have a couple +1s. A blue and a wild.
Now we're in kind of a nasty spot.
Yeah. We were, for a while, we were kind of smooth sailing where we were putting enough progress on things that we could finish them off, and now that's a little scarier.
Should I just get rid of Hungry Chest?
Yeah, I was kind of eyeing that too.
I mean, like, the problem I'm having is I can do decent progress on Meditation Room, but I would need boost or really lucky roll and that exhaustion. I guess the exhaustion is no longer terrifying. It's merely annoying.
I could boost you 1 on the Meditation Room and
no, I'm just
trigger my ability to put progress on something else too.
I'm gonna do Hungry Chest. We're just gonna we're gonna do something directly. So
Scholar's Heart. That's a big card.
It's -2 if attempting a combat, which is annoying. So I'm using on a Hungry Chest. Gets us to 5. Defeated.
Nice. No reward, right? So
the reward is we found the healing pool.
Regain 3 health, then remove 2 progress from Callous and discard this card.
It
would be pretty nice to get that heal before we go into the boss fight, though. Interesting. Okay, so it's my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have any turns I'm super happy about. I have a card that grants me a reroll if it's used against an obstacle. So that's the Meditation Room is an obstacle. A reroll, though, is it's an all or nothing. If you may reroll, you can reroll all 4 dice.
I see.
So that would at least help, like, try to avoid rolling the dark symbol, but...
Yeah. This is a bad spread right now.
Yeah.
I think we just got to start eating damage, and, like, the Seeking Orbs aren't that bad, except they take forever. But once...
We're so close to the bottom and flipping this, I think I'm just going to do the event.
Just to get to the next card.
Yeah.
So, 3 heals sounds good.
You alright, Valora? I could have sworn that you stopped breathing for a minute. I guess that's you saying that.
Yeah.
So we regained 3 health. We're back up to 10.
And we removed 2 progress from him.
I think there was 6.
He was at 6, so he should be at 4 now.
And then we discard this card. It's interesting that it says discard, which I guess puts it here.
Oh, we take 2 damage.
The events are not challenges.
Ah!
This says each time another challenge is discarded, so we're okay. It's a husk.
Okay, good.
When this enters play, remove a progress. So and it's, let's see, if it's removed. Okay, so we have 2 more that can be removed.
Yes.
The third one would end the game. All right.
It's my turn?
Yep.
I guess I'm going to work on the husk.
Okay.
Oh, man. Wait. God. I just won't roll any darks. That's the only option. The Seeking Orbs really are nasty.
I mean, suffering 1 damage is also not the end of the world. We have 10 health.
So I'm going to do... I only do 2 against the husk.
Okay.
Are you going to boost?
What color? This is red?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's time to just burn through my hand and get exhausted. So sure, I will add +1.
Great. So that is 3 so far.
So just roll 4.
I will.
You rolled 2.
I rolled 2.
That's pretty good.
So he gets 5. We take a damage from the Seeking Orbs.
No, because you didn't roll the dark symbol.
Oh, I didn't roll the dark. I'm sorry.
That's only on this die that is 3 lights and 3 darks.
I
so
see.
it's a 50-50 chance. But we do take a damage from the husk itself,
which is annoying,
putting us at
but not
9.
bad. And then I'm out of cards, so I draw.
At the start of your next turn.
Great. I will not draw it.
Wow, so we're both going to be exhausted pretty soon here.
Yep. What if you... Wait.
Well, I can finish off the husk with Eyes of the Huntress. It's red 2, so it's guaranteed. So there's no reason to roll. Also, this has my arrow icon on it, so I can add a progress to another challenge. I'm thinking just the failed experiment or the meditation room. Yeah, I think the Seeking Orbs we just let go away when we reach the bottom of the well. So probably, the failed experiment, I guess.
So that hits us to 7, so we don't need to roll.
And let's see, we're not at the bottom right here.
No.
We are delving 3, so we're close.
Not right there.
1, 2. Oh yeah, we are.
Oh shit!
There were 3 cards left.
Great.
Okay. Oh boy, so I'm gonna be exhausted at the start of the boss fight, but that's fine.
Me too.
That's fine. Great. Yeah, you're doing that right now, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so you have not seen what happens in a boss fight yet.
I have not.
So let me tell you about the fight with Callous. I guess for one thing, we'll discard these, or we'll remove them from play technically. Let's flip Callous himself. There was 3, just in case it matters when we flip him, because we're not familiar with these. There was 3 progress on him, right?
Yes.
Battle of Wits, so it's a puzzle. Also, I don't know if it plays well on camera, but the bosses are these gorgeous embossed cards.
Oh my gosh.
It's really the production value on this game is so good.
So good.
Okay, really?
I'm gonna play chess with him.
Yeah. If you fail against him and roll the dark symbol, discard a card at random from your hand and suffer damage equal to its value.
Great.
Okay, so there's no penalty there's no failure penalty. It's just if you fail and roll the dark. So we might sail smoothly through this. But here's the wrinkle. He's immune to everything.
I was just gonna say.
Until we deal with the cards around him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he has.
We have 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 0001, 0002, 0003. Interestingly, all 3 of these say this challenge cannot be discarded. If you complete this challenge, flip it over.
This challenge cannot be completed.
This one cannot be
if
completed.
you discard it, flip
it
over.
Yeah.
And when attempting this challenge, don't roll. If you complete or discard, flip it over. And then immortality.
You cannot complete Callous's challenge and win the game. So wait,
we have to
cannot complete it. Okay, so this one has to be cleared at some point before we get 25 progress on here.
God.
But the way he's immune to everything.
Yes.
Until something on the table says he's not. Where I suspect it is for this encounter is on the back of these.
He's not vulnerable.
This says when you complete this challenge, flip it over, and now he's vulnerable to red actions.
That's really funny.
So all we have to do
is beat all of his weak points.
Yeah, or we can beat him with as little as 1 color vulnerable, as long as we just play only that color of card. Yes. Right, and then
of course,
by
in
the
this
time,
particular case, he's immortal.
Until yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Don't spoil it.
I shouldn't. I guess I shouldn't have spoiled it. We're playing blind here. There's an extra wrinkle to that too.
Okay.
Fun. Okay. It's your turn, right? And
give me an exhaustion.
Yeah,
please.
you drew your new hand, so your exhaustion is Looming Doom. Oops, sorry. I bumped the health die. I don't really like a D10 health. I think we're at 9. Yeah. I have a really bad feeling, Valora. When you've reached the bottom of if you've reached the bottom of the well, suffer 2 damage, then shuffle this back to the exhaust
That
deck.
stinks.
Okay.
7.
This is very different from the other box, the Vainglorious Grotto box, which I played, where these all remain in play.
Yeah, this is much more of a take a punishment.
Yeah.
Okay. This challenge can't be discarded. If you complete it, flip it over. So this one we want to fight normally.
Mm-hmm.
This one we want to discard, but not fight. This one we want to
defeat
in any way.
When attempting this challenge,
but we don't roll. So
and when you fail
this
is when you fail, get double exhausted. When you fail, discard 3 cards.
This one seems like the most straightforward one to work on.
I guess it's funny that there's even like the double exhaustion penalty. Why would we even attempt this challenge? Right? It can't be completed. It has a literal infinity in the corner.
Yes.
So
that is just he's there until but he's immune. The only way to get him weak to green is by discarding this challenge.
Yes.
Which is delightful.
So we have to find a game mechanic that lets us do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a new hand to look at. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Discard at the start of any turn to search your deck for a card and add it to your hand.
Ooh,
then shuffle your deck.
Master of Magic. Nice.
Yes. Let's see if I can find the card I actually want.
Yeah, you know your deck well enough to know what you're looking for now?
I don't know it well enough, but there's one card that I would like to... There's 2 cards I would like to see, and I have to think about which one is more... Wait.
I'm just going to admire the pretty art while you do
Yeah,
it.
please. It is very pretty. There we go.
I do. I didn't really dwell on the chess game stuff for very long, but we reach this deranged infected scientist in his lab, and he we get there ready to fight, and he gestures to the chessboard.
Yes, it's a great gag.
It's a really good gag.
Yeah. He's a genius, man. This is what they do.
Right. Right.
Okay. I think. Okay. Yes. I found the card I wanted.
Great.
I have a bunch of bullshit that actually is clearly designed to interact with these things.
I'll give your deck its shuffle while you...
I'm going to play Meteor Throw against Combat 03. Mm-hmm. If I fail a combat, discard it without suffering its penalty, which will flip that guy over.
But isn't that that's not green. I was going to say, isn't that one of our only ways to get through too?
It doesn't work on that one. But it works on this one, which at least opens up some damage to him.
Okay.
And it's a freebie, and we don't take the -3 cards as well.
That's painful, yeah.
So, Meteor Throw, I fail the combat without suffering its penalty and discard it. Which
you do roll.
Oh, I do roll. That's true. I technically...
I guess since you're not going to pass, yeah.
What if I just got...
Oh, you got 3 blue.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Cool. So I discard it. Attempting this challenge, don't roll. Shouldn't have even done that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. But you are...
Discard it, but instead of discarding it, flip it over.
Ignoring the penalty, discarding it. He is now vulnerable to blue actions. Maybe you aren't so stupid after all.
Yes.
There's even flavor text on the back of
That's
these.
pretty good. Okay. Whew. That was juicy.
Also, the art on the vulnerable cards, completely different than Vainglory. Vainglory has the same mechanic of 3 cards that are the 3 colors of vulnerability, but the art is all different. It's so good.
Very high production.
Okay. My turn. I have to draw... Oh, I have 6 cards left in my deck, so I'm going to have to shuffle to draw a 7th. I never flipped my lantern this whole game. I'm disappointed about that. I still don't even know what it does, because we didn't really look.
Yeah, we were playing blind. Man.
Okay. And my exhaustion is Looming Doom. If we reach the bottom of the well, suffer 2 damage.
Ooh.
Ow. Shuffle us back in.
I was feeling good, but now I'm scared again.
Yeah, exhaustion's rough. Hopefully we don't get exhausted again at all. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so probably I want to go for the red one. And I've been generally pretty good at those. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I have... Okay, I have some options here. If this card... Wow! Okay. So I'm seeing more of my cards that I haven't seen before, so sorry for taking a moment to read them.
Yeah.
I have Valora's Bow, which says if this card is in your hand, add +1 to the value of any cards with arrows that you play as an action. So it's giving +1 to my other stuff. Yeah. I wish I... Okay.
Shot to the knee.
This is, I guess, the way to go. I'm probably going to fail this and take a damage unless you want to boost it by a lot. But I'm still... So, shot to the knee. Well, there goes your adventuring career. It's a red 2 that says +1 for each bow and arrow in my hand, which is just another 1, and then the bow itself adds 1, so it's a 4.
A 4.
Going into this.
I mean, that's not terrible. Would you like... Gosh, it's just... I'm not going to get above that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna boost for +1, but really what I'm doing is I'm triggering my true friend.
Oh, to give me a card draw. I love that. What do you think about, does this now get a +1 if I just drew an arrow?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, well then I did. So, and I generally, we had some questions about some little timing things when I played the Vainglorious Grotto box, and we landed on,
do what's cool.
If what you're discussing is, do my cards combo together? Like, the answer is probably yes. Yeah. Like, the characters in the box.
Just to be clear, I gave you 1 boost, you've got 2. I
have 2 more arrows in my hand, making this 4, and the bow adding another +1, so 5.
And then 6 from this.
Okay.
6 for my boost.
So 6 total. So it's possible.
It's possible. Just roll good.
Yeah, just roll really good. I did! Holy cow!
You got it.
I don't think I even needed your boost for that.
That draw was nice.
Oh, no, the draw was the only reason I got the extra.
That's true. Yeah. If you complete this challenge, flip it over.
Okay, so vulnerable to red. Also, after all that, I did play an arrow so I can add 1 progress to a challenge not being attempted. I guess I'll put it on immortality. Mm-hmm. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I am going to...
I'll be, probably boosting by a lot here.
Yeah. So he's now vulnerable to red.
Yes, red
and
blue.
I'm going to do hot-blooded.
Ooh, nice.
I'm going to... Against him.
Okay.
He's weak to red. I'm using red.
And so this is a situation where it matters too, because he's colorless. I was going to say you have to declare green or red. You're way ahead of me. Okay.
So 4 progress against him. Mm-hmm. I have an after this action card, so don't worry about that for now.
Okay.
So 4. Are you boosting?
Yes. I will throw in compassionate. Mother always said, don't wait for someone else to help be that someone else. Lone wolf, not so much.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is a +4 boost that just says cannot be played as an action. It's only for boosting.
That's pretty sick.
So you're at 8, yeah.
Now, if I roll a dark, that is bad, but there's not much I can do about that.
Yep.
I didn't.
You didn't.
I rolled two a red and a wild.
We're putting 10 out of 25 on him?
Hell yeah. That was a crazy turn. But...
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. That was me. And then after this action, I may light my lantern by shuffling my discard pile back into my deck. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So now all of my how many cards are in discard don't proc anymore, but,
I just noticed some... I now wish I hadn't put progress on this. I have and I've played this once before. I have the Calm Diplomat that I can discard at the start of any turn to discard a challenge with no progress on it. So I can discard this, but I'm not even actually sure that that's particularly useful.
I just feel like damaging him is where we are.
Rather hold on to the card to use. Yeah, it's also a green 3, so I could also just use it against immortality. But yeah, discarding that from play, if there was no progress on it, would have been great. I wish I had not screwed that up. Well... That's going to damage us if we fail it, but I don't know that I have a better option, and I think here's what I'll do. Don't boost this.
Okay.
And I won't roll the dark so that there won't be any consequence.
Yeah.
That'll be the plan. I'm going to hit the boss with Standing Tall. Yeah, I miss my family, but I've done all right for myself on my own. This is a 3. I'm going to make it a red. After this action, if it was not boosted, I can either discard an exhaustion or charge my lantern. So, don't boost it. It's just a 3 plus the dice roll, and I chose red. So we're looking for reds. I chose wrong. But I didn't roll the darkness. So yeah, that's 4 total progress.
That's not bad.
And I'm going to charge my lantern.
There we go. What's your lantern do?
My lantern is Snipe, Relentless Hunter. Do not roll this turn, and it has X in the corner, and it just says X is any value from 0 to 7, your choice.
Huh, that's fun.
Yeah, I think I would probably choose 7 most of the time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm considering doing something crazy.
I like crazy. Never mind. I didn't play... Okay, never mind. I didn't play any arrows there. Go ahead.
Okay. No, we're going to do regular first. I'm going to do a Scholar's Heart. which is just 4 non-combat damage to him.
Wow. Okay.
So it's just 4. It's 4.
So sorry, you're not rolling?
No,
you are
gonna
rolling.
roll.
Oh,
I'm just saying it's just 4. Are you boosting?
Because he's a puzzle, not a combat. Okay.
Exactly.
What color?
I guess I'll choose red.
I guess red is correct. I have nothing blue at all in my hand. So if you're interested in a boost, it's gotta be red.
Boosts are good.
Yeah, and if I boost you with an arrow, I can add a progress to
Immortality. Very funny that we must defeat the concept of undying before we can beat the boss.
Yeah. Okay, let me just throw Sharp Eyes in here, which is a 1 boost, and it has an arrow to trigger my ability.
So 1 boost. So I'm at 5 so far. 6, 7. 7
seems good.
Seems good.
Where are we at on there?
So we're on 12, 13, 14 plus 7 is 21.
Okay, so it's time to take out Immortality.
Yeah.
So to that end, I triggered my ability to put a progress on a card not currently being attempted. I'll put it on Immortality.
Great. No darks rolled. You're up.
Heck yes. We've been pretty lucky with that.
Yeah,
we haven't really taken any damage since we got down here, huh?
I'm a little worried about what's about to happen, though, so...
Okay.
So I don't have to get exhausted. I've got really shitty cards.
We bumped this game. Weren't we at 5?
We were.
I'm pretty sure we're at 5.
Yeah. Just give me a spinny.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. When I play this in the future, I'll probably find some token or something to use for it. But anyway, okay. I think I just use my lantern here.
Yeah.
And then, well, I won't roll. If I use this lantern, can you boost 1?
Yeah.
It's got to be green, and then I'll take out Immortality.
Wilds, so that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I will snipe. I don't roll this turn. I choose the value of this card. I choose 7, and then I just need a boost of 1.
Boost 1.
All right, that's 8. Immortality is defeated.
Heck yeah.
Or completed, rather. So here's what it says on the back. Now I want to read the whole flavor text because it's... Oh, wait.
No flavor
there's nothing on the front. Then this one is ellipses. But all things come to an end. When rolling, if none of the 3 skill dice match the challenge's color, turn this card face up. So our attempts on here could cause Immortality to return.
Sick.
So we actually, I think, did well by waiting until the last moment. Because now we're potentially just one away.
But we still roll, right? Like, there's no... Man, I actually kind of wish I had kept my don't roll this turn.
That's interesting. I also have had... the card that I just boosted yours with had that same effect. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Okay. I am going to, on my turn, pop Purity, Fire's Cleansing, which is 5.
Okay.
Discard as many cards as you wish, and then +1 for each in your discard. I'm not going to discard any.
Yeah, and I don't think I'll boost this because this is enough.
Yeah, right? But we do need to roll no matter what.
Yeah, so that's enough. The question will be...
Red.
Okay, red. So just roll...
A red or a light.
Red or light, yep.
I'll do it.
Just do it. Easy. You did it. All right. Woo! We've defeated him.
We did.
All right, we've won his Battle of Wits.
I love the Battle of Wits as a gag. That's
really the fact that you're getting to the bottom of this dungeon and then playing a high-stakes chess match.
So good.
Like a life or death, the game of chess.
That was fun.
Beautiful. I really, really like this game.
I really like this. It's amazing how much flavor and narrative it gets out of very few mechanics.
Mm-hmm. And in a tiny box that I have some travel coming up in October, I will be taking
just toss that in. Yeah, that's great.
I think the one... based on I've played it twice now. The one maybe strike against it for me is I like difficult co-op games, and I'm now 2-0. Like what
I would, we were talking before we played about how there's a hard mode where you just reduce the HP, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
As a general thing, I like this game so much I would be curious to try it and just be like,
sure.
Does that feel like if we were at 8 and right now we were at 3, I would be much more stressed out about the
Agreed.
Also, I feel like we kind of lucked into some of the exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm curious. Let's peek at the other
exhaustions. Oh, God.
Oh, what do we not see?
At the end of each turn, either suffer damage or remove 1 progress from Callous.
That
would have been horrible.
It's actually early on.
Yes.
Right? When it's
we
the
lucked into, I think we lucked into a couple of
so there's Callous grows angry. Oh, there's several we didn't see.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, these are not the same.
Each time you suffer 1 or more damage, suffer an extra damage.
Ooh.
And that again stays out. And Callous
grows bored.
Each time you discard a card, discard an extra card. So I think we kind of lucked into the exhaustion not comboing and in a way that sucked.
Right. Yeah, we got the progress disappearing and we took some damage. Life leached away. Remove 2 progress from Callous. 10 if you reach the bottom of the well and shuffle this in.
Oh my god. And that's progress from that final boss fight, which would have been very punishing. Yeah. So I think we kind of lucked into the exhaustion timing, which definitely made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, and it's interesting. And maybe this is kind of the design of the game, just difficulty is a little different or something. Because it's felt like both the games felt like this where It was fun, but we ended up kind of cruising through the boss fight.
Yes.
But both versions, they were different, but they both presented some you lose the game effects along the way.
Yeah.
That
also
make it feel like it's a nail biter throughout.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. I actually, you know what? Now that we're talking it out, I actually think the solution for me is simply to increase the difficulty of the boss at the end. If we were sitting down here for 40 instead of 25, I'd have been like, so much more scared, and that exhaustion would have come out. I was down to 2 cards.
Yeah, and that's an easy thing to house rule without ruining the game.
And just because the hit points being slightly lower, a lot of the situation I felt is we were doing such a good job managing our HP, it didn't matter, right?
Sure.
But this exhaustion, as those started coming out, as the game grew longer, it would have really mattered, and we managed to do really good hand management. I think because you and I are pretty experienced.
That's right. We're gamers. Yeah. I will also say too, as I sit here saying that was a little easy. We had how many times did we attempt and have to roll and fail? Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think we never triggered his ability that would have damaged us, and if it had triggered twice that could have
suddenly been in a pretty bad position.
So actually
we were a little bit lucky. I think towards the end.
Definitely.
I will say I like this structure of boss fight is killer. I really like that you have to beat the 4 colors to make him vulnerable to the colors, like the 3 colors. That's very clever.
Yeah, and that much of it is consistent between the bosses. Kind of no matter which of the 3 versions of this and the 3 boxes, I think that they all work that way, where they have 3 cards that are the vulnerability for the 3 colors, and a 4th card that is some other wrinkle. Vainglory's was completely different. I
like this a lot.
Super fun.
Delightful.
Me too. I'll be playing a lot more of it. And since there are 2 other boxes that we haven't played on the channel, we'll probably get those to the table sometime soon.
I love it.
Well, thank you for joining me.
Thanks you for having me. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for delving. We got to the bottom of the well.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. And actually, and that's one thing that when we were just debriefing, when I played with Kyle, Vainglory's Grotto, another thing we pointed out about how replayable this will feel is we saw like 20% of the cards in this deck.
Just the math of how much delve you do.
There's content we didn't see in addition to the other bosses.
We had like a pretty gnarly game state towards the end where we were able to just sort of grind down to the bottom of the well, and if some of those cards had come out earlier, it would have felt a lot more punishing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There were a lot of those double effects, and we just happened to not have 2 of them come out at once, and if both were out, we'd have been like,
So it might be a game where the difficulty is just a little swingy.
Yeah.
But
that's so beautiful that I'm fine with that. It's like, I like looking at it.
It is gorgeous.
And the
it looks great
really
on
solid.
the table.
Yeah.
And I'm torn about, like, I should sleeve this game because the cards are so nice, but also I feel like the embossed cards and stuff will lose a little bit of their luster in sleeves.
Yeah.
So I haven't decided what to do about that.
Can we get this? Oh, look at
really,
that. That sells
it's
right there.
Gold.
Yeah, I love it.
That's
beautiful.
Probably the single best looking small box game I've ever seen.
Because usually when you see the small box, it feels cheap. And that's fine, because they are cheap. That's the point.
And this one's also inexpensive. I think it's $20. They sent it to me, but I think it is $20.
That's great.
It's not bad at all.
I love it.
A great one. Cool. Well, if you made it this far and haven't liked the video yet, please do. Subscribe would be great too. And I think we'll be back soon with all sorts of playthroughs, including probably some more Kinfire Delve.
I love it.
Till then, be optimal.